22nd now, and it looks like... Oh, I know why.
What did you do?
Monitor needs to be on. Not the monitor itself, but the capture mode needs to be correct.
Oh, great.
Hopefully it'll show up here in just a second. Yep, there we go. Cool. All right, we are good to go, everybody. Welcome back to Battle Arena. This is Ugly Tuco, joined by Santana Champagne.
Hello, everyone.
This is Game 2, and for those who don't know, Battle Arena is an event where the Training Force Network puts together a custom game. Anybody from bronze to gold can participate, and we all get together, treat it like a solo queue game, and stream it live for you guys while providing commentary and feedback. Hopefully you guys can find something, some advice that'll help you improve, and then later we put it up on our YouTube channel for you to go back and look at and take notes and hopefully learn something. With that said,
And
go ahead.
we only have 4 rules here.
Oh, yeah,
First off, no raging. We're here to have fun, guys, so keep that to a minimum. If you do see somebody, being toxic, bad-mouthing your team, etc., screenshot it, let us know. Send that to myself or Tuco, and we'll get that taken care of right away. 2, no smurfing. Guys, we will find you, we will ban you from all Trinity Force events, not just Battle Arena. 3, no target bans. You wouldn't target ban in solo queue unless you're at the very, very top of the standings. So there's no reason you should be target banning in these. And 4th, I was doing so well, and I forgot the 4th one.
Did we already covered TeamSpeak?
Oh yes, there we go. Thank you. This is why I keep him around. No voice over IP communication. That includes TeamSpeak, Skype, Dolby Accent, Curse Voice, any of that. This is solo queue. Even if you were duoed with somebody, I don't care. No talking. You also get banned from T-Force events.
Yep.
So have fun. Now that that's over with, we can look at the pick ban.
Woo.
Woo! Alright, so Instalock first pick, Vayne. I mean, she's strong right now. I don't like first picking her because she does have bad matchups. Draven is one of them.
Yeah.
Caitlyn can bully her in lane. I think Trist actually does pretty well in the Vayne as well. Keep her at a distance.
Yeah.
Very important. Following that, we have Singed and Elise. So we don't see a lot of Singed these days.
Yeah,
there's a reason. There's a reason for that.
Well, when they redid Rylai's, you saw him quite a bit, but
you did initially, but people realized, oh hey, we could just Vayne's just gonna be able to kite the Singed.
Yeah.
Lux can just bind him. He has a lot of rough matchups in lane right now, especially with the Juggernaut meta. We actually didn't see Darius or Skarner or banned, and they didn't get picked here, which is surprising.
Yeah.
I actually think Darius has a pretty good Singed lane. Gangplank too, so it's gonna be a little tough for him against that team comp that blue team is running, but we'll see if he can get ahead. At least strong jungler, top tier still, always will be unless she gets major nerfs again. Kind of the cycle of the spider. Lux. We see Lux a lot more now, especially with TP coming back. It's a very good summoner on her. Lets her get some free backs. Very strong harass, very strong poke. Mana hungry early, but once she gets past level 6, gets a blue buff, gets a mana item, she's usually good to go, and then huge AoE effect. And then Nilly coming out, still popular, not quite S tier anymore, probably A tier.
Yeah, she's still her ganks. They don't provide CC, but the amount of damage she can pull out is pretty insane.
Yeah, and combined with Lux, they have pretty good siege and poke.
Yep. Yeah, it's a very. They do have a lot of poke, especially with that. I am a big fan of support brands, so I'll actually be able to provide a little bit of feedback here this game. But yeah, the amount of poke that they provide is pretty ridiculous, and then you just throw Tahm Kench out in front.
Oh yeah.
And have him slow anybody that comes close, and then hopefully, as long as Tahm Kench doesn't fall far behind, it should work out for the most part.
Yeah.
And as long as you don't get knocked up by Yasuo.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then, let's see, so if we actually look at the other team comp, we do have 2 ways to enable Yasuo, outside of Yasuo himself. Actually, 3 if you count Tristana's ult.
Yeah, Tristana's ult and Singed and Thresh Flay.
Thresh.
Yeah.
So they do have to be very cognizant of things that could happen here. I don't like cleanse on Yasuo in this case.
Yeah.
I'd prefer probably Ignite.
Yeah, I can see why he picked it.
I can see why he picked it too. The problem here is he's not going to have kill pressure early on in this lane. Yasuo is very good in 2 Lux. He can, if he gets on top of her early, level 1, level 2, he can 100% her with Ignite. But now with Cleanse, he doesn't have as much kill pressure.
Yeah.
Now, you see Cleanse sometimes on things like Diana or Cat, just because their base damages are so large that if they just get on top and can get out of the CC, they can really do a lot of damage. Yasuo needs that little bit of extra, especially early on.
Yep.
Top lane, Tahm Kench, we see it now. I actually think he's better out of the jungle and support, but still a very strong laner from what I hear. Does a lot of damage for not doing much.
Really worried. Early on, Singed actually can put out a lot of damage early on if he plays it
if you stay in the poison trail, but for the most part, the early level should be a farm lane.
Oh yeah, once Tahm gets that cowl, Spectre's cowl, I guess it's called. I don't think Singed will be able to provide any kill pressure on him really.
All right, so.
I don't really like bot lane just going to their tower and chilling.
What I was gonna point out is you being the support main here. We talk about this a little bit. Coin versus Relic Shield Thresh.
Both.
What do you prefer?
I usually trust myself to last hit with Thresh, so I usually get Relic Shield, but Coin's fine as well. You just have to, if you do go Coin, you just have to be really aware of when you hook somebody of going in yourself. It changes a bit if you're not building tanky. Like, you might still be able to build tanky once you build an Ancient Coin into a Shurilia's or whatever it's called nowadays. But Talisman. But you really need to be, you need to be careful when you're not tanky at all early on. So just be a little bit more careful when you decide to go in.
The reason I bring that up is because this lane with Brand, you want the little extra bit of sustain you get off of Talisman because he will poke you down.
Yeah,
and the extra health is
his
nice.
Base damages are ridiculous. That was a
good,
good response
by
Thresh.
Actually. Yeah. Now, if you're gonna E, you have to E earlier.
Kinda helped out
Chris.
Yeah.
Because you want to get as many autos as you can with that. So if you're gonna apply that trade, make sure it's on there like as soon as the first auto goes. You can actually
right when he played, you needed to throw that E on right away, and
you can throw it right after your first auto and get a proc on it, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, we have Singed is already out of mana top lane.
Did he get Flask first?
Yeah, he got Flask. The problem is he's almost at full health, so I wouldn't. Maybe a mana pot would have been good there if you were just gonna keep that up the entire time. Oh, yeah, so it's applying a ton of pressure.
Yep.
And this is why I would have liked to see Ignite, because Lux has the HP of the caster minion essentially. She is a caster minion. Oh, Thresh missed the hook there. Okay, so we see, this is a level 3. It actually hasn't gone red, so it's gonna try and do a full clear here. If you have like a second to even like did no red, that can tell Elise can invade Nidalee.
Yeah.
Elise can 1v1 duel in Nidalee if she can dodge Q.
Yeah.
Good wind wall. Oh. Ooh, how did that not hit? She might pick up a double here.
What?
Nope, they're gonna get out. Don't dive that. Okay. Yasuo, don't get greedy.
Oh, the flash.
Oh, good flash. That was really good.
Wow.
So that was a really... Yup. Yasuo, you have to be super careful. This is really greedy of you.
It is really greedy.
Because Nidalee could have taken that. Bot lane trades. Oh, the exhaust. They had the vision.
The exhaust,
oh, no.
Yeah, the vision, the ward there really helped out.
And there goes the
That
Vayne.
exhaust on the Vayne was really late. You guys were all in a lot earlier in that fight. Ignite or exhaust should be thrown down a lot earlier.
Yeah.
In that scenario. But,
so
yeah.
and it looks like also kept
wow.
up. There he goes. He stayed. Okay, so we're seeing a lot of small. Like, see if you had ignite there, the Lux is dead. Don't get greedy.
Uh-oh.
And we have a DC top. Alright, cool.
There's
good
the pause.
Yeah. So we can take, since we have a pause here, we can take a minute to talk about. Never mind. We can still take a minute to talk about this. It's better to go back and not give up a kill to your laner than to stay and give up a kill early on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna lose a little bit of XP. You're gonna fall behind. You're not gonna hit 6 first. The problem is. Now you're even farther behind. It doesn't look like Lux is going to be able to push this wave in time, because it's a pretty big wave. Luxus is also very greedy. Good dodge, though. Got enough? Nope, not quite. Good shield, but you shouldn't have stayed around either. So... He also should be able to shove this in the turret before she gets back. She should lose some CS and at least even up the XP advantage here. He's about halfway to 5. Oh, she has TP. I forgot about that. JK. And this is why TP is stupid.
It can be stupid.
It's so strong right now.
Yeah. It also can kind of help with the diversity
this
of
is some
different
bad
top laners.
pathing. Good dodge there. But you are... dead. Okay, so you walked into no vision. You already saw the Nidalee Spear.
Yeah, so I'm going to highlight red team's vision here, and there's nothing in this area. It's really dangerous to walk through.
They have a pink on the top side, but that's it. So as soon as you saw that spear, you cannot keep going through that bush.
Yeah.
You have cleanse, so you can get out of the Lux binding if he catches you on the way back. Oh, Jesus Christ. This Nidalee is applying so much pressure. Good stun by the Vayne. Got him. Alright, so this is just a lack of vision on red team, and Nidalee just running around rampant. Look at the CS lead top lane as well.
Yeah, blue team's kind of
This is snowballing out of control really quickly. So what red team needs to do is get some more vision down and just farm out as best you can. Yasuo is trying to trade here. She doesn't have a lot of mana, so this is actually okay. Good Q.
Oh,
just be careful here.
If
Don't
only
die
had
of it.
ignite and or ulti.
Yeah, he's behind, and yeah, this is why. Oop, he took the E damage there. So Elise needs to try and put pressure. Mid's shoved up right now. Yeah, there's a 2-level lead mid now. Actually, it's more like a level and a half.
Yeah.
He's just ding 7. So Vayne's actually out farming Trist here just because they got the early kill. It's Cutlass first. Thorns. Ooh. Good stun. He doesn't.
Oh, jump on. Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
Once you see Brand use his stun onto your support, you're free to jump in on him.
Yeah.
And
that would have been enough damage to proc that and kill him. So one of the big things for bot lane for this matchup is BF versus Cutlass. But you're not going to see that now just because of how far behind Trist is. Because as an ADC, when you're going against a Bork user, you have to abuse them when they have Cutlass, you have BF.
Yeah.
That's when they're the weakest.
You really have to try and not let them earn back all that health because of the lifesteal they get from Cutlass. It's really difficult.
The problem here is she got Cutlass and you just couldn't even get Pickaxe, so that rough part of laning phase is over for Vayne.
Yeah, it is. It's over.
But she's not going to get abused when she's weak right now, because she's got a 2-kill advantage. So, right now you just have to be careful and not give up more kills here.
So you see Nidalee throwing some deep wards into the
This is really good on the Nidalee's part.
Yeah. They have complete control of that top jungle now.
He went Aether Wisp here. Yep, and that's what we were talking about. Vayne's. Oh, she's gonna.
Wow, really?
Gonna get out. Yep.
So yeah, whenever you're up against Vayne, you have to really you have to be aware of where walls are. Like Vayne, Alistar, anytime you're up against some bot lane, you need to be aware of the angles they can take to freeze you up against the wall.
Yep. So right now there's just a big lead here. He doesn't have a lot of mana. Wait.
Yeah, so it might.
He cleansed.
Yeah, he is.
What did he cleanse?
He cleansed the.
No, because he took the full binding.
Why is he stained?
Because Elise is right there.
Oh!
So this is overzealous. Lux has no mana. He just has to hit this Q.
Oh! If he had hit that. Alright, so
okay.
that was a good play by him. I was a bit.
This is an aggressive tower dive. You have vision topside, but you don't have Thresh just died, so you have to know he's coming back to lane.
Yeah.
And Elite, you haven't seen Elise in a while, so you can't dive that and try and go for that Yasuo dive. That was actually pretty well played by Yasuo to not die there.
Yep. Here's Singed up top. He gets eaten. Poison working his steal.
Oh, he popped also.
Yeah. Let's
Does
see
he
if
have
he can
flying?
throw him back onto. Oh! I thought he was gonna throw him back onto
but he's
it.
almost out of mana. He didn't go tier here, so he doesn't actually, or Roa, so he doesn't really have any mana regen.
Yeah, you can get. I think one of the things was tier is good if you get ahead early and you're able to.
Good stun.
Tier on Singed early is good if you have a lead, because it gives you a little bit of buffer. It's like if Ezreal, you're facing an Ezreal bot lane, and he decides to go tier early, you're not getting that much effective combat stats out of it. Not that you are anyway with Catalyst, but at least you're getting health. But yeah. It takes a while for the tier to build up, but yeah, if you're behind, just go.
Here's an aggressive TP.
Yeah, that TP is not good.
They weren't far. So the thing about that ward right there. So this is as a top laner talking, or used to top lane anyway. You can only do that if the other team is really shoved up, or if you're something like Hecarim and they don't have flash.
So yeah, they see both these guys roaming. Those are some really great wards they put in the river. And they're able to avoid the Tahm Kench and Nidalee. Now they're just.
If you look after they got that Elite. Oh,
man.
Elise is here. She's fine, or he's fine. So if you notice, after they got the Nidalee pick, or not the missed dive there, they immediately deep warded, got wards all around the map. So they took what little advantage they got. They're gonna get Dragon here. Oh, Vayne. Oh, Vayne. She doesn't have Blade yet, so that's good. So Tom actually is there to pick up Dragon. Does he have ult? Can he just ult back top lane?
He should probably.
Because right now he's wasting a lot of time.
He's losing a lot of resources.
They're gonna
he's
really
already
try
really
and force
far ahead.
this.
Oh, missed the fly. Whoa!
Whoa, that was a good Q. Got both of them there. And blue has no vision. Their vision is lacked a lot here. At least playing around there. They have one pink up in top side, but outside of that. Oh, and Nidalee's running through the jungle. Yasuo has to collapse on this. Be aware of the map. Be aware of the map. Go, 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 go. Yeah. Nidalee's counter jungling for, oh boy, Alter Trisk.
Nice.
So this Nidalee is throwing away a lead right now because she's trying to be overly aggressive.
Yeah.
And here comes a, this is a, he doesn't have home guards or anything. It doesn't look like he even bought it. No. So that was a poor TP too.
Yeah.
So, especially into Lux, it's hard for Singed to really do anything there. Because he can just throw a Q. Okay, so let's we've got a little bit of time. It's a 4K gold lead at 13 minutes. That's nothing to underestimate, but let's reassess where we're at. Oh, he's just going in for harass here in mid lane.
Yep.
So CS numbers are really low on red team. As we see, we have huge lead top, huge lead bot, and Vayne has 4 kills.
Yeah.
Good hook. Ult. Got
There we
good
go,
job,
nice.
Trist. Okay, now you have to be careful, Ander. You can't really stick around here. Yeah, that's warded, by the way.
It's
just be
even a
careful.
little slightly dangerous for Tristana to stay if she's by
Also,
herself.
that's a greedy. Ooh. That's a greedy first. You went and got. Yeah, this is a bad support. Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah, you need
you
Sightstone.
You need Sightstone as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Then you're like, but wait, my gold item gives me so much more. No, Sightstone gives you more because it just provides so with the
The
free
earlier
wards.
you
Oh,
get a
this
side
is
stone, the
Nidalee.
more cost
Oh,
efficient
this
it'll
Nidalee
be.
is not. Oh,
Oh.
almost. God, Tom has so much health. He lived with 70 there. Good. Nice release, but it's not gonna matter. Oh, walk into a spear.
Whoa. What?
Good dodge. Still alive. Not anymore. Slander top you got. So let's go back to the support thing. You need your side stone as soon as possible so you can deny vision with your sweeper and provide vision around the map without cost.
Yeah. Yeah, getting the
Gonna
side
provide-
stone early on gives you more cost efficiency later,
Yep.
like throughout the game. It
And his
saves you
Thresh.
money throughout the game. So.
And as Thresh, the extra HP is nice because you get your armor off your souls, so you want that flat health
Yep.
early. Which is also why Relic Shield's a good buy early instead of coin. Now I can understand why you'd want Talisman, but you can switch over later when you're more focused on team fighting. That way you can kite back and just run at them with Singed. Nidalee has a ton of damage. I disagree with the Nidalee build, by the way. If you're gonna get an item before Runeglaive, you don't want Aether Wisp.
Yeah.
You
I guess she's gonna get Ludens next.
Ludens would be the correct build.
Now.
Oh, this is a split focus here. This is a. Oh, missed the Q. Okay, Lux, you have to hit that one. But it doesn't look like it's gonna matter here.
Yeah.
If you want, you should probably go Tier. Good flash.
Oh, auto.
Yeah, she's dead.
There we go.
If you want, sometimes you see Tier early. I've actually gone Roa before finishing jungle item, but Runeglaive's really good, so you can just get that anyway.
Yeah.
So the problem is it only builds into Twin Shadows and Ludens because you're not going to build Lich Bane because you have a Sheen item. It looks like she's going to get Ludens.
Yeah.
Which is also why I miss Magus enchantment because I used to go Iceborne a lot on Nidalee.
I've seen something else I've noticed from Elise as a jungler. I've noticed a lot more of them going Runeglaive as well. I don't necessarily like it, but that's just because I'm biased against junglers getting anything besides tank stats.
Vayne is in such a bad spot, but once again, good hook.
Wow, that
was a
hook
really
was
good
great.
hook. That's Vayne being overconfident there.
Yep.
Tom actually solos Singed top lane. With Elise, the builds have changed now with the API and the oh god.
Oh, that
Good,
hook.
good. This Thresh has made some really nice hooks.
Yeah.
And she's gonna live too. With Elise, you're seeing a lot more AP centric builds. You'll see something like Haunting Guys and Rylays for like pseudo tank stats.
Red team's turret.
That's why you see this Runeglaive, because it lets her do a lot more damage early game. You can't. It's really with this team comp they have right now. Sir Singed is gonna have Rylays and whatnot. He's gonna have no mana, but that's another thing. You definitely need a tier Roa on Singed, one or the other.
If you're not gonna get a tier, you need Roa on him.
I mean,
the stats synergize so well. Like the mana synergizes so well with him. It gives you so
now
much
I can
extra
understand
health.
some thinking here, like, oh, I'm gonna get blue buffs, but there's no guarantee you're gonna get blue buffs.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Yasuo doesn't really need it, but can't bank on that, especially after this game snowballed super hard one way. You'll just get denied your buffs. So, Dragon comes up in. Did they just get it?
Yeah,
Did I miss that? Okay, cool.
Yeah, they just secured it.
So like they should have been prepping for Dragon a while ago. Oh, they already got it. They're ahead of me on this.
Yep.
So red team needs to get some more vision down. They have pinks in inventory. Those should go in in their own jungle. I'm surprised. Can this ward not see this pink?
Oh, there we go. No, it's
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, this season with the ward bugs has been ridiculous. Careful, Elise.
Okay, so he's gonna go teleport. Oh.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, he saw the teleport and went in and tried to make something happen.
Yeah. Who TP'd? Tom?
Yeah, Tom can TP top.
Okay.
So yeah, blue team, they have a really big lead here. I guess they should.
What they need to do is Tom needs to keep splitting like he's doing. And they should just get Lux or Nidalee a blue buff, and just sit mid, keep poking out.
Yeah. Their poke is so strong, they can just sit here and siege all day.
But once again, they don't have good enough. Nidalee doesn't have a blue buff right now, so she's actually really low on mana.
Oh, yeah.
So, and also somebody's gotta go clear this wave bot lane. Honestly, they could go 1-3-1 if Vayne wants to go bot. She's pretty strong. She has Bork BT. By the way, don't get Bork BF Sword. Don't get BF Sword second. You want another attack speed item, because the most important thing on Vayne is her Silver Bolt procs. That's a Daedalus. Oh, he got stunned before he could ult. I think he blocked the Brandle with his W. And Nidalee's in a bad spot again.
Jeez.
Good
nice
hook. Gonna die though. Gets another. So again, overzealous diving. They're gonna get turret, but
they're still gonna get turret. But yeah, what they need to do if they're gonna regroup and push again as a team is they need to assign that blue buff to either Lux or Nidalee.
Thrash just hit some pretty good hooks this game.
And yeah, they need to avoid the hooks. That's what's
he also got stunned right when I think it was Lux or Brand got caught up, so he couldn't ult. Oh. Yeah. Good choice not flashing because you were pretty dead. Oh, ult! Just start bashing R.
I don't know if he wanted to take that.
Maybe. I think he's got shit. Oh. He didn't have Blade up either, so it's possible. And he gets blue.
Wow.
Hashtag wreck. Hashtag swag. There we go. That's a good one. So this is Vayne being overly cocky.
Yep.
Like, sure, you're
stayed in
hell.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness. Okay, that heal didn't need to get burned because Lux was way too far away, but I'll say calculated.
Yeah.
This is got her. That's it. He's hit all the important hooks. She doesn't have. But is she? Elise is gonna pick that one up. Okay, back off now. Elise just good E. Back off. And try not to take a spear to the face.
Yeah.
So
they're really getting.
Red's making some picks.
Yeah, they're getting the picks needed to prevent blue team from sieging.
And because blue is doing things like this. They're staying too long. Cinch has Rylai's now. And he's gonna die. So they're staying in the jungle. Good one wall there.
Yeah.
Without a ton of vision.
Yeah, I'm looking at Red Team's vision. They have wards all throughout their jungle, basically.
And they're making picks. So they're gonna get a tower here. And they're doing all the right things. Now they're gonna try and TP here. You need to back off.
Oh yeah, Cinch did a little too long. I don't know if they'll be able to kill Tahm Kench fast enough for them to
I don't think so. This is really aggressive.
Yeah.
Because look how tanky he gets.
And like the rest of the blue team caught up.
There's a Lux.
Oh yeah, that wind wall doesn't block Lux. Oh. Yeah,
so that's an
chasing the
overstay.
Tahm Kench was a bad idea.
So what we stated for, good play, you guys followed it up with staying way too long. And this happens a lot. I see this happen a lot where you'll take inhib tower and then you'll stay around for the inhib and then you'll get ace, give up Baron, and you lose the game. In this case, you're not going to lose the game at this point, but what was turning into like a 4k gold lead is now probably going to turn into 10 because they're going to take this top turret. Because once again, like we see last game, when they got behind, or Red Team got behind, they just don't have the wave clear. And Trist isn't at the point where she can wave clear. She doesn't have Shiv or anything.
Yeah, you saw it when they sieged that first tower. Yasuo took a ton of harass just trying to get his static Shiv back off on the wave.
And it looks like they're going to try and force this Baron down.
Yeah, it's an interesting. I guess they can make it. They got to make sure Tahm Kench is the one.
They just swept it. There's no vision. And Lux is playing like, oh yeah, they're just gonna go set up Dragon or whatever. So.
Good call.
And you have Bork Vayne, so.
Whoa, Lux is really strong now.
She has Magi's, yeah. I mean, you see Magi's a lot when she snowballs.
Yeah, because she can play so safe. It's. Yeah. Jeez.
Alright, so red just needs to wait out this Baron. You might have to give up that bot tower.
Mm-hmm.
And just try and hold your inhib ones. Thresh, you shouldn't be splitting top lane by yourself. Leave that to your actual laners. Because they need the gold more than you do.
Blue team just pinged out Dragon. They're going to go ward it up now. I don't think red team can really contest this.
No, they can't.
They don't have the
Not
vision
against
to.
Baron.
Yeah.
And, okay, so... Vayne can start pushing this wave while Laser doesn't hit anybody.
Yeah.
This is really greedy to try and go through the jungle. There's Nidalee. Vayne's behind you guys, you have to be careful.
Ooh, oh, Vayne, what are you... Why aren't they going in on that? Why didn't
they're
Yasuo
trying
go
to.
in? He could have dashed on top of her. Oh,
Yeah. This is also really greedy by Vayne.
Wow.
Nidalee's really big right now. You have to give this one up.
Yeah.
Just can't defend it.
They're gonna get
Everybody
by a
should.
spear or
That's a
Let's
waste.
Find
You
You.
shouldn't have windwalled that either, because now there's a pretty good chance you can't hold this one either.
Yeah.
If that turret was 100% gone, they would have just waited out the windwall. You guys were really low.
Like, what you can use Windwall to delay one wave, basically.
Yep. That's why wrong. Oh. He only got the palm there. That could have been really good.
Ooh, that Brandle.
Yep, and Vayne. And up. It was a good brand ult.
Yep.
So they're just going to take an inhib. They should be careful not to stick around too long. Lux has pushed this other wave up so they can get 2 maybe. Good hook, don't go in on it though. You went in on it. You got eaten. Eaten by the Tom.
You don't have any damage up on your team besides Tristana. Oh!
Okay, that
my.
last Bork.
Wow.
So, red team was doing a lot of things right, and then, like I said, they stayed too
The problem
long
when
at
you're that far
first
behind
turn.
is though you have to do everything right.
You have to play it perfectly.
Yeah,
But
and they
by
played
staying
really
too-
well though.
for being behind, and by staying too long there, they just lost.
Yeah.
And this Tahm Kench is just so goddamn tanky.
So annoying to deal with.
Yep, he's. I don't know if I agree with Dead Man's Plate on him,
It's okay on him, but yeah.
but probably like Frozen or something. Okay, don't get super cocky. Tom's there still, but there's feud.
Oh! Surprised Tom didn't eat him.
Yeah, I don't think he have it up. He didn't have it up. It looks like.
Whoa.
All right, so 3 inhibs. This is only a matter of time. They should just
Yeah.
focus on the turrets. Vayne's gonna push this other wave up. Oh,
Yeah, they're just putting on
Finishing the
finishing
game out.
touches of the game.
this is just a matter of getting super minions in the base. Oh, here comes the brand ult. Alright, and closing out here. GG's will come across. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Quick one.
Yep. Let's see here. Let me click on the advanced stats. And then... Yeah, sure, we'll do this one, I guess.
Alright.
There we go.
So overall, this happens a lot in the lower elo games. Is you'll see a really massive snowball one side or the other, whereas in higher elos you'll see like a kill transition to like a snowball over time, not usually as drastic,
Yeah.
just because Not only do the players behind know how to play it better, but the players ahead don't go so YOLO ham sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
And sometimes going super hard after you get a kill is the correct thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we can talk. Let's talk about wards.
Okay. I mean,
Again, your solo laners didn't buy pinks, and your support didn't buy a pink for blue team.
Vayne bought a lot of wards, but I think that's because she had. Oh no, she had.
She bought
Farsight.
2 pinks. Yeah,
No.
she bought 2 pinks. So solo laners, I will iterate this again. Buy your pinks. They are important to control your lane. It helps your jungler out. It helps the entire team out.
Mm-hmm.
Buy your pinks. Do it early. Do it not often, but like do it where you always have one up.
Yeah.
Supports as well. You should probably always have a pink in your inventory because it lets you rotate to objectives without worrying about vision denial, or if they can, or just extra vision as well. So that up. So we can just break down builds really quick. We'll start with.
I guess. Do you just want to start with Vayne?
Yeah, we'll snake it like we normally do.
Yeah.
Pretty standard. So I will talk about Vayne builds really quick. And this was true up until this season, I think, for Vayne maxes. Usually you'll get Q level 1, W level 2, E level 4.
Yeah.
And then you used to take 2 or 3 points in Q and then max W. That has changed. Right now, because of the way the meta is, Vayne doesn't have to max W, but prefers to max W.
Mm-hmm.
For the shred on tanks, because Juggernauts are so huge and you want that early. Still can do Q, you just have to be aware that you don't... your team fight is a little weaker early on.
Yeah.
Also, the W trading in lane is super good. And this is why you see usually double attack speed items bork into Phantom Dancer, Shiv. Sometimes you even see all 3.
Yeah.
So you got ahead. You played the lane well. Good job following up on the brand. Get your Shiv or Phantom Dancer before you worry about something like a BT and IE. You're not relying on crit, and the attack speed matters way more. Yeah. Other than that, you played pretty well. You got cocky a couple times, got caught out in their jungle. So just clean that up a little bit, and you'll be golden.
Yeah, I think so.
Lux. Right. It was weird because if that could have gone either way mid.
Yeah, I feel like it could have. It really could have. But
fortunately, it went in your favor there. But that Yasuo is a Q away from killing you. That was both of you being super greedy. You have TP. There's no reason for you to stay around when you're like 100 HP, 200 HP.
Yeah.
Back the lane with some wards, some pots, and just keep pushing while he has to walk all the way back. And just press your advantage that way.
Yeah.
But other than that, you had some good E's and Q's. You actually missed a couple easy Q's, but it didn't matter. But try and, if you can, you don't have to. I don't know if you smart cast or whatever, but, I guess we'll just call it normal casting. You can do that to line things up a little bit better. Or if you have an alternate key where you can normal cast if you quick cast. I know a lot of people, I think, is like, what, shift? Not shift, like control Q or something.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Just to get indicators and whatnot until you're like 100% comfortable on a champion.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can just... Even people who have hundreds and hundreds of games, you'll see Froggen do this a lot with Anivia. He'll still normal cast spells just because it helps him visualize things a little bit better. So maybe that'll help you hit with some more Qs. Good job cleaning up the game, though. Yeah, not too much else to say about that. Anything else to add, Tuco?
Not really. The build's okay, and yeah, I guess you had a lot of gold. I'm sure you could have upgraded Trinket at some point.
Now, one thing I will say is if this was a lot more even lane, you would definitely want to consider going something like Forbidden Idol into an Arm Guard, just for the extra regen and the armor there.
Yeah. Or
something like Tier Arm Guard. I know you see that a lot on AP mid laners into... Oh, that was lightning. Talking out loud. Sorry, folks. Into AD laners.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Italy.
Yeah, Nidalee showed... was very aggressive and tried to get a lead going, which is what you try to do as Nidalee, try to snowball everything and get out of control, what she did. But at the same time, she pushed her luck a bit too much sometimes, invading the jungle without any vision, or not respecting the fact that Thresh was, that certain members of the enemy team weren't visible. and not the enemy's players were in a better position to respond than her teammates were. Especially, I think her Vayne and Brand at the time were really far away when she decided to do that invade. And normally you want, if you don't have vision of an area, normally you want to see, if you're going to invade, you want to make sure that you're invading the enemy jungle that's near a lane where your team is dominating. Whether it's Tahm Kench or Lux, and you make sure that they're up in a position to help you if things go bad. But besides that over-aggressiveness, which sometimes, it's fine to be over-aggressive to find your, kind of find out how far you can go with how aggressive you can be. Thought she played pretty well snowballing each lane. I don't know if you have anything to add on that.
Nope, that was perfect. Good job, Tuco.
Hey.
Okay, and we'll look at Tahm. I actually know nothing about Tahm Kench.
Yeah, I don't know that much either. The items are okay. Sure. Yeah, they're fine. The both top laners, their teleports weren't very effective.
Yeah, so work on your TPs. You dominated lane, it looks like. You got a solo kill early and just kept following that up. Maybe consider, instead of something like Deadman's, a more team-oriented armor item. Randuin's comes to mind. Rosenheart actually is really good here. The reason I mentioned Rosenheart is there's not really another good candidate on your team to build it. Nidalee's probably not going to build it, and Brand isn't either. So you're the best candidate for that item. So you want to get that because Yasuo and Trist are both really heavy attack speed champions.
Yeah.
And that'll help your team out a lot more. And that's what you can do as a top laner if you're not like a super damaged top laner, is build those team-oriented items. That way, when you have such a big advantage, it helps the rest of your team out if they're not as strong as you.
Yeah.
Other than that, you played really well. You had a really nice CS lead, too. And you Brand, because I know nothing about support Brand as well.
Yeah, give me 1 second here.
Yep.
Yeah, support Brand. Let me check out your runes. Cooldown per level magic attack speed level 1 Quint. Okay. I can actually bring mine up here real quick.
Okay, yeah, this is...
That rune set is really weird. I think I mostly followed Krepo's. Like, your attack damage is fine, but you're really not accenting the strengths of the Brand. Especially with that, you don't have to put 19 into offense to deal a lot of damage as Brand, just because his passive and base damage is so high. But you were about to say something.
So I'm just gonna point out really quick. He's only level 30, and it doesn't look like he really has.
Oh god,
rune pages set. He has.
Yeah.
He has just a basic AD, and he has a second page that he hasn't quite finished yet. So that's why he's got this weird page. So we won't harp on that too much.
Yeah,
so do have that.
If he wants to look at runes, I don't know. What I'm currently running is Magic Pin reds, health yellows, armor quints, like some mana regen blues, and then ability power, 2 ability power quints, and some ability power glyphs. So yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, in the masters is what it's actually like. I think you can run 0921 on Brand support and still do a ton of damage, and you'll get all the passive perks of gold income, movement speed, everything like that. Yeah, most of your damage is gonna be your passive that you just keep reapplying over and over again.
Yep.
But you were saying?
Really quick, since looks like you're still new and leveling up and whatnot, just go for a basic AD and AP page for now until you can branch out.
Yeah.
Get some more champions, get some more pages. That way you can cover most of it. Like a basic AP page would cover Brand pretty well in a support role.
Also, if you get such a big lead like you did, don't be afraid to not finish Frost Queen's claim and just finish your Rylai's a bit earlier. Because once you get that Rylai's, how you can slow a whole team in effect by 40%. It's ridiculous. So yeah, the really important part is.
Okay, we can move on.
Yeah.
Singed. I'm gonna recommend right now that you either check out some Sir Hex builds or just watch him play Singed when he does.
I think Inverted Composer still has a really good.
Does he still
Singed.
stream
I
He
don't
might
know.
not stream still, but he still has his pages set up, and
Yeah.
you can always check his builds from past games.
He even like went all out and built like a item calculating website that like helps you calculate how much damage you can put depending on team comp or something like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
he actually also has a really good Yorick guide too, because he was upset when they nerfed Singed one time.
But the thing is with Singe is you need a mana item, either it be Tyr or Roa or both. You see both a lot of times. Because as we saw early in the game, you were just out of mana. That'll help you keep your Q up more. It'll give you a nice shield from Seraphs. And I'll move down so people can get in.
Yeah. We have one spot left. Passwords Tuco with a capital T. Whoever's
Yep.
watching.
So just be careful. You got solo killed early. Be mindful of damages and how much he can do. Watch when he can be in range to devour you, things like that.
Yeah.
You also had some iffy TPs, so work on that. I appreciate that you upgraded your warding trinket early-ish. And probably should finish your mercs. Well, you didn't really have a chance to finish your mercs because you finished Rylai's, and then yeah, it was a rough game for you. Yeah, just try and get that mana item early. Keep pots in your inventory so you can stay in lane and whatnot.
Yep.
All good. You'll get them next time. Elise, you had that rough level 3.
Made some like hung around mid where a lot of the action was. Like I can't fault her. I mean I'm not a jungler, so I don't really know too well. But I thought she mostly picked the right spots to hang around. She might have been able to affect bot or top lane more, but
yeah. Well, he also made some nice plays when they're being overly aggressive in the jungle. She'd move around with Thresh. They got some deep wards.
Yeah.
So that was good, and she kept buying wards as well. It just you Elise, once again, if she falls behind, she's got some stun utility, but it's a lot harder for her to keep up. So just be mindful. Look at your other lanes. So if you can't always gank mid lane, because then your other lanes are gonna fall behind. You can't be everywhere at once, obviously, but see like which lanes could use the most help. Now, if the lane's super far behind already, and there's a chance that it'll be a 2v, like a double kill for the other laner, avoid that. But look at other places to gank. Yeah. Also, at level 3, when you saw Nidalee go mid, and she didn't have red buff, that would be a good time to like try and maybe get a cheeky invade, wait till she's low on red buff and kill her, things like that. Always be aware of what the jungler has and where she could be. But at that point, she didn't have red, you know she's going to go red next. Then you could preemptively get down to bot lane and maybe do a counter gank or something like that. Alright, and Yasuo. Ignite, please. You didn't really use Cleanse to its full advantage. You bought a lot of wards, which is good. But that Ignite, especially at level 4 when Lux killed you, would have killed her because it would have had enough damage to zero her out at that point. Also, Triforce when you're behind is really, really hard to do. I mean, yeah, both Yasuo's second items are really hard to do if you want to go IE or Triforce. So Bork could have been a consideration there. People will go Bork sometimes if they're behind just to have some lifesteal and whatnot. Triforce is super expensive, especially when you're down a bunch of CS and a bunch of kills.
Yeah, I do see a lot of people buy it, but I feel like when you're behind Infinity Edge might be... you just have to start being ready to do damage, I guess. But yeah.
Okay, and then... Wrist, you guys played the level... I'm assuming Brand got a stun bot, I missed it. But you got a stun, and then Vayne just kind of snowballed. You have to press... Trista's very good early because she can just shove the lane in. And against Vayne, that's what you want to do. She doesn't have a lot of... She has no wave clear early. Brand can kind of help with that, but if you can just keep pushing her under tower and taking her tower early, that's the best thing you can do. You fell behind, so it was a little bit harder, and she got over that bad part, as we talked about with BF and versus Cutlass. So, also, you missed a kill on Brand because you were scared to jump in, but Brand had already used his stun, so...
He'd used everything on to Thresh at that point.
So just be aware of what CDs are up and when you can go in. Also, probably Blue Trinket, because you shouldn't be warding as a ADC.
Yeah.
And finally, Thresh. You had some good hooks.
Yeah, he did.
we're gonna disagree with build. We've talked about this a lot before.
I don't really have a problem with Talisman, essentially.
I don't have a problem with Talisman. I have a problem upgrading it
Getting
before
that
you get
first instead of
Sightstone.
Sightstone, yeah.
Like you should have Mobies and Sightstone
Especially
before
when
you
your
even.
team is behind and you need to get a lot more vision in your own jungle.
Because as we see here, you got 2 wards at the 6-minute mark, and then you didn't buy more wards till 16. So
Yeah.
during that time, you only had a trinket to use as vision, while the other team had Sightstone available.
Yeah.
That's big.
Very big.
Other than that, yeah, just be careful, be aware of what the other support can do, what they can all in at, and all those kind of things, so you don't feed the vein.
Yeah. And don't be afraid to throw that Eon right away, Trist, when he does get a hook or flay. That's
Yeah.
Especially when some of those were in your own minion wave and you have been able to come out ahead in a trade.
Yep.
So yeah.
Okay, so are we ready to cut this and get ready for game 3 then?
I think so. They're already set up in the lobby waiting.
Awesome.
So I will go ahead and cut the stream, and we'll be, or at least I'll be
I
here for
will.
like 1 more minute. But yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see you guys soon.